name is Noni Matikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the ID kits that the police released when Senzo Meyiwa was killed in 2014. I want us to talk about that, okay? I want us to talk about that because, a lot of things happened, okay? A lot of things happened there. There's a lot that happened. A lot happened, ne? I don't know why it has. Look at this, guys, ne? I want us to look at this one that is supposedly Bongani Ntanzi. Do you see that man? That is supposedly Bongani Ntanzi. Leave the big eye one. This other one, the second one, this one. Let's look at that. Look at this one. That is supposedly Bongani Ntanzi. Okay. Now, from court records, the testimony patterns. Two intruders, one described as medium to slim build, short dreadlocks. Short dreadlocks. Did you see that, guys? That person has dreadlocks. Possibly wearing a hat or a cap. The other, well-built, sometimes linked to facial hair or beard. Witnesses struggle with consistency. No strong ID parade confirms confirmations for most witnesses. Okay, that's already a red flag. ID kits rely on memory under stress, highly unreliable. All right. Now, this is what I want us to do. We are going to compare Lo Nobongani Ntanzi. We know Bongani Ntanzi. Let's compare Lo Nobongani Ntanzi. And then there's also another picture that I want to show you quickly. I'm hoping it's still here. Where is this picture? Where is this picture? And yambona apho njani intshebe yembuzi noswine Lo him. Okay, now let's talk about Longwetwala facial profile. Visual traits based on public appearance and footage. Ne? Key features: face shape round to oval, build medium, not strongly, well built, like described intruder. Hair often short, sometimes styled, not consistently, dreadlocks. Beard not consistently full or defining. Overall look civilian, not strong matching. Armed intruder stereotype. Okay, context: he was inside the house when the shooting happened, later seen in a video evidence walking near the car. Important, there's no official ID kit that clearly points to him. All right, Bongani Ntanzi, facial profile, visual traits based on court and media. Key features, face shape, more defined, slightly angular, build strong, closer to well-built. Hair has had no dreadlock style or similar textured hair. Name: beard, central issue in court, dispute about oval-shaped beard. No proof he had that beard on the day of the murder. Critical legal issue, even his own legal team challenged whether his beard matched the ID description on that day. That weakens any ID link massively. Now, let's do side by side. Ne? Feature, face shape, face shape, ID kit suspect, generic, unclear. For Longwetwala, round or softer. Bongani Ntanzi, more defined. Yabo? Built, let's check it there. Built, slim or well built, conflicting. All right, that's Longwetwala. Sorry, that's ID kit suspect. Slim or well built, conflicting. For Longwetwala, medium. Bongani Ntanzi, closer to well built. Okay, hair, short dreadlocks. That is there. The ID kit suspect, Longwetwala, at the time he had dreadlocks. Bongani Ntanzi, at the time he had no dreadlocks. Beard mentioned in some descriptions for the ID kit. Longwe, he has, even now, he has all of that. the ones that were mentioned there. Bongani Ntanzi did not have all of that. It does not have all of that. Well, ID kit, Dontoni, it shows identification, right? Weak or inconsistent for ID kit. Bongetwala, Longetwala not identified because he was never, yeah. And then when it comes to Bongani Ntanzi was linked through a interpretation of the people. All right, that's what they. Now there is a big problem there. Identification collapse. Here is where this analysis goes, Kesan. No reliable ID parade. Only selected witnesses were used. Others, including key people inside the house, were excluded. Doc identification risk. People identifying in court is equal to legally weak, easily influenced after years. Changing features a problem. Beard, hair, dreadlocks versus no dreadlocks. Weight, build changes over time. This creates reasonable doubt automatically. Now, the key takeaway on this is that this is the line that we are building the entire situation around. The ID kit does not cleanly match any single person, meaning Ntanzi, not clearly Longwetwala, not conclusively Bongani Ntanzi, not consistent across witnesses. That means the case shift from identification certainty to interpretation and reconstruction. And in criminal law, interpretation is not proof. So they can't bayicholele kuBongani yonke lento. That it will be very unfair for Bongani Ntanzi. Now, what we are seeing here is a classic collapse pattern. 1, ID kit created from trauma plus confusion. 2, years later, suspects introduced. 3, features are retrofitted to match suspects. 4, defense attacks inconsistencies. That's how cases go from we saw them to they look like them to maybe it was them. So that's when now the issues are laying, because we are like, nah, man. Nah, something is not right. So the one thing that is clear is that police didn't have names. Right after the murder of Senzo Meyiwa, police did not have names. They had descriptions. Short dreadlocks, possible a beard, one slim, one well-built, that's it. Not certainty, not clear identity, just memory under stress. That's what we had. So that is where it gets dangerous, because ID kits are built from trauma, fear, seconds of observation, and science tells us human memory is not a camera, it's a reconstruction. So what you get is not a face, it's a guess shaped like a face. So please, Nje, please. So it can't be that we are going to accuse Ubongani Ntanzi of this. It will be very unfair for Ubongani. Guys, what are your thoughts when it comes to this? Do you think that the ID kit matches any of the accused, or was this case built on assumptions? What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Because it takes a critical turn, and it turns questions, and they keep emerging about the reliability of the ID kit and the people that are accusing Ubongani Ntanzi. Masithethe comment section. I want to hear your views. What are your thoughts? Thank you so much. But please make sure you do compare Ubongani Ntanzi with Ulongwetwala and tell me what you see. What are your thoughts? What comes to mind? All of that, Shende. Tell me what comes to mind when you see all of that. I want to hear from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.